Okay, so I'm just making this video because I just had, I just had a discovery about the wedges that adjust the dihedral angle on the pedals. So what happened to me was I lost the ones on this side. And then Jason from E-Wheels was nice enough to send me another set. So then I put them in and I adjusted them so that I have the most angle, the most whatever that word is, angle adjustment. So it, the highest performance. And then I started bouncing on, and I heard a snap. So then I got down there and I looked, and it's hard to see. Actually, it's really hard to see. But right there, where the top of the wedge meets the bottom of the pedal hanger, I'll put pictures on, but there was like maybe a 3 millimeter gap there. So what had happened is, you know how normally there's that ridge, which I'll put another picture of right there, which is really, I don't know why it's there at all, but when you put it on full adjustment, that ridge is just slightly higher than the bottom of the pedal. So when it comes down like that, the ridge is slightly higher, so it forces the wedge down, and the snap was it stripping the threads and pushing the wedge down. So then I have this gap. This shouldn't be there. And if you're thinking, oh, I over torqued it, I torqued it to not even 1 Newton meter, because I'm pretty anal that way, and I'm a heavy duty mechanic, so I'm not a beginner when it comes to torquing things. So what I've done here is there's the other 2 threaded holes, and they're the same as that bolt, so I just moved it over to the other side because that bolt hole is stripped now. And I snugged it down because back in the MHP days, way back when, I used to just fold up a piece of cardboard and shove it in there to give myself more of a dihedral angle. And the only time that would fall out was when I lifted up the pedal. So these shouldn't be coming out or falling out at all, really. So if anyone else is having that issue of them falling out, I would have to say that that's most likely the issue, is that stupid ridge. So I just took a die grinder and ground it off flush. And honestly, the amount of increase in the dihedral angle is so minimal that it should either have this in or out, because you can see the gap. Look at that gap there when you take it out. That's all you're messing with. So the setting is either you have it in or you remove it. So I suggest grind that off, tighten it up, then the pedal will never shove it down, and you'll have no issues, because it's really doing now, both is holding it to the wheel, and once it's closed, it doesn't even really need to be there. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. There's very little. It's squeezing that so hard in there that it doesn't. It shouldn't be coming loose. It just shouldn't be. So that's the issue. So yeah, you can see what I've done. That little piece. Now I'll put pictures showing what I found and what I ground off. And yeah, so that's the remedy. It was very complicating a simple design and just making it unreliable. And anyway, so yeah, now if you don't do that, you end up with a stripped bolt if it's not just right, and a bolt that keeps loosening. And then once it comes loose a little bit, then it's sloppy on there because it's not tight up against anything. It's just, yeah, grind that off, fixes everything.